Alright, let's dive into this because it's a big deal in the NRL world. Laurie Daley stepping down as the NSW Blues coach, and the surprise successor that's got everyone talking. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me just say this, coaching changes in rugby league are like a game of chess. Every move matters and this one feels like a queen sacrifice. So, what's really going on here? First off, Daley's departure isn't exactly a shock. He's been at the helm for a while, and after the 2026 Origin Series win, it feels like a natural exit point. But what's fascinating is how he's handled it. Daley didn't just walk away, he publicly endorsed his successor, Matt King. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Coaches don't usually handpick their replacements, especially not this openly. It's like passing the baton in a relay race, but with a spotlight on the handoff. Personally, I think this says a lot about Daley's character. He's not just leaving, he's ensuring continuity. And in a sport where egos often clash, that's rare. Now, Matt King. Here's a guy who's been in the shadows, working as Daley's senior assistant, and suddenly he's front and center. What makes this really interesting is that King isn't just a random pick, he's been groomed for this role. Daley himself said King is ready to go. But here's the thing, being ready on paper and being ready in the cauldron of Origin football are two different beasts. King's got the experience, sure, but can he handle the pressure? That's the million-dollar question. What many people don't realize is that this appointment isn't just about King. It's about the bigger picture. If King signs a 2-year deal, as rumored, it opens the door for Ivan Cleary to take over in 2029. And that's a masterstroke. Cleary's a proven winner, but he's tied to the Panthers until 2028. So this timeline works perfectly. It's like the NRL is playing 4D chess here, planning not just for the next series but for the next decade. But let's take a step back and think about it, why King over someone like Michael Maguire or Boyd Cordner? In my opinion, it's about loyalty and familiarity. King's been part of the Blues setup for years. He knows the players, the system, and the culture. That's invaluable in a high-pressure environment like Origin. Plus, Daley's endorsement carries weight. It's not just a vote of confidence, it's a stamp of approval from someone who's been in the trenches. One thing that immediately stands out is how Daley handled the criticism during the 2026 series. He deployed 9 debutants and still came out on top. That's not just coaching, that's leadership. And it's that kind of resolve that makes his departure feel bittersweet. He's leaving the team in a good place, but it's also a reminder of how hard it is to fill those shoes. This raises a deeper question, what does success look like for King? Is it winning the series? Or is it about building a legacy like Daley did? Personally, I think it's both. King's got to win, but he's also got to nurture the next generation of Blues stars. That's a tall order, especially with the Maroons always breathing down their necks. A detail I find fascinating is how NSW Rugby League CEO Dave Trodden joked about Daley endorsing 17 different candidates. It's a light-hearted comment, but it hints at the pressure of this decision. Coaching appointments aren't just about skill, they're about politics, timing, and public perception. And in this case, it seems like they've played their cards right. If you take a step back and think about it, this whole situation is a testament to how rugby league operates. It's not just about what happens on the field, it's about the stories, the strategies, and the personalities off it. Daley's exit and King's appointment aren't just headlines, they're chapters in a much bigger story. So what this really suggests is that the Blues are in a period of transition, but it's a calculated one. They're not just reacting, they're planning. And that's what makes this so compelling. It's not just about who's coaching next year, it's about where the Blues are headed in the next 5-10 years. Closing thought, change is inevitable in sport, but how you manage it defines your legacy. Daley's leaving on his terms, and King's stepping into a role that's both an opportunity and a challenge. Will he rise to the occasion? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is a story worth watching. What do you think? Is King the right man for the job, or is there someone else you would have picked? Let me know in the comments below.